fall around the corner. Football is back, America, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this one fielded in the end zone. It won't be returned, so it'll come out to the 30. On the ground, this is Joe Mixon. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Once again, they run with Mixon. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. It's a 5-yard pickup, so essentially they get the penalty yardage back, and it's back to 2nd and 10.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Oh, no. The first throw of his career is intercepted. And the Jags are going to take over at their own 41. When the rookie QB gets his first touchdown pass, that's one you put in the trophy case. First career interception, that's going to be one he wants to forget.
Yeah, and he's not going to go ask for the football, right? No. Yeah, you can keep that one. The key for him, what does he learn from it? When he watches the tape, does he have an answer right now where he already understands what mistake he made? That's what the coaches are going to want to know, and that's what they'll grill him on and see how he grows from it.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. They run wide side with Henry. 4 yards on the pickup. It'll be 2nd down. Now Lawrence. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
Well, partner, that's the start that you want right there. And you know he spent the entire offseason throwing hundreds, I'd probably say thousands of passes, getting ready for that moment. The first throw of the new season. He's dreamed about it, thought about it, and now it's out of the way.
Yeah, 1 for 1. A lot more to go. And some room to work. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Well, they were in search of a short gain on third down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
Ordinarily, third down is a passing down, but how about that explosive run right there? And when you get a run like that, that means everything came together. Offensive linemen, they didn't just get to the first guys. They got to the second level to help downfield. And I've always said, any run over 7 yards means the wide receivers have done an excellent job blocking downfield.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Meanwhile, Lawrence's throw complete there to Thomas. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans 16. Running left, it's Henry. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 11 more on that one and another first down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation we were talking about with one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly, it's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking.
And he'll take this into the end zone. A touchdown, Jacksonville. Derrick Henry, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Jaguars are on the board here first in the season opener. The extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken in the end zone, and no run back forthcoming, so they will bring it out to the 30-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is, and his first throw of the game. But I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes, the quarterback is the leader, right? He tells everyone what to do. In this case, I noticed his linemen around him kind of patting him, saying, let's go, big boy. You're still our leader. That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Here is 3rd and 5. Texans football to start quarter 2 as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. And this is going to be incomplete.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they're going to have to give up the football again after this one.
And this kick will be touchdown as they spot it inside the 45-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season, and they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. They go play action now. Lawrence Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack.
Brings up second and 5 at the 33-yard line.
Like 17.
Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. Under pressure, they got him again. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's third down.
Well, that's the second time he's been sacked so far in the first half, and if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
Now they'll change things around before the snap. Now it's the backup, Rivers. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that nearly intercepted. Boy, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. But instead, it's fourth down. So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. And take it right on the 30. A very good punt, but a 16-yard return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with
And now off to the races down the right side. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Ready. Here we go. Keep getting the field. Watch that hand. Tight end right. Hey, go.
Inside handoff to Mixon. And he'll be stopped up at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. He'll look to throw. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
And he's missed now in his first 4 passing attempts. The rhythm is just not there to begin this ball game.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. They'll drop to throw. That one taken in by Burton. But there you go, Charles, the first completed pass of his young career.
And we expect it not to be his last. Very good to get the first one out of the way, though, as he begins his career.
They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He'll let this go deep for Collins. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. The Texans send the punter out as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And this will be blown dead right around the 25-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
In motion right is Thomas. Play action. It's Lawrence. And that is incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
2nd and 10. A handoff running left is Etienne. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. A first down carry for Henry. Some extra space following the display of power. Down just inside the 45. And they'll accept that penalty. They go play action with Lawrence. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really, on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. And that flag accepted. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And he'll get it down inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Here now, 2nd and 4. The slot man in motion right. Back to Mixon on 2nd down. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7 to 3. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And with a 7-3 lead, we'll see how aggressive they want to be. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the 30 left. Mike 17, Mike 17. It's a party now.
Now Thomas will come in motion right.
17. Gun.
Lawrence will throw. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
What we got? Check.
Now Lawrence changing the play. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Deuce. 11. Mike 17. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go. Mike. 13, Luke. Hey, keep it up.
Throwing now, Lawrence on first down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Jaguars. A great play there as the first half is winding down. And the Jaguars would extend their lead here just before halftime. Point after here coming up. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And able to get this out to the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. Now a play fake here on first down. They'll roll him out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Second half begins with a run by Henry. Able to power through. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. The pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
I'm sure a lot of time was spent in the locker room, Charles, talking with his defense about setting a tone here in the 3rd quarter when you're down on the scoreboard. A sack like that, maybe that can get them going.
Yeah, you have to believe exactly what you just said, that they got together and said, let's be some change agents here. Let's go ahead and turn things around. Let's be the force that gets us going here in the second half and puts us in a position to find a way to win the game.
He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. And he's going to be pushed out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Another big play right there, and this is where, as an offense, you can really put the hammer down. You've got a double-digit lead, but those other guys, they've been hanging around. A touchdown here could put this game out of reach, and that's a strong step towards getting it done.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty.
A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. After the penalty, it's Henry. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. And give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal. They'll give Henry another shot. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Lawrence with a quick throw outside. That's complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
I thought maybe when he caught it, he'd have a good chance of getting that 1st down, but that's a nice job of holding him up and preventing him from getting to the sticks.
The offense is going to stay out there. We'll see what the play call is. They need to find the right one here on 4th and goal. They'll run. It's Henry. And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. Derrick Henry. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Jaguars are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now. Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Here's Nick Chubb as they try to fire up this run game. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. And again, it's Chubb. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
They go play action here on 1st down.
He completes that to Garrett Wilson.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A pickup of 11 and a Texans 1st down.
In motion right, that's Collins.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. He'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield.
On the move past the 40. And finally taken down at the 34. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point. And what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue. Not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off, but a nice game there for a first down. I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. On play action, they'll throw. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Garrett Wilson, 31 yards. And the Texans are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And it makes the score 21-10. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Jacksonville, where the 4th quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the 3rd quarter. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll try the right side with Henry. And he's got room. Derrick Henry all alone. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. 145 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the season opener.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation when they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from home? And that's a touchdown, but hold on. There is a flag down on the field. We'll have to see what this is about. So reverse the celebration. We'll see if they have something else in their bag of tricks.
And isn't that always tough to watch when they score and you see the excitement, and then when they realize those points aren't going to count? Can they get it back together and find their way back to the end zone?
Here's another 1st and goal, but from a little further back this time following the penalty. Etienne up the middle. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. It's a good pickup of 7 yards, and now they're looking at 2nd and goal. If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the 4th quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand. They're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
2nd and goal from inside the 5. Once more, Etienne. And this time he'll run into a wall right at the 4-yard line. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal.
58 to Mike, 58 to Mike.
Henry. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to bring up a 4th and goal. Now a field goal try coming up here for the Jags. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And this one is right through. And that will extend their lead even further. So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the 4th.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist. But time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Flushed out right. And he'll just get rid of it. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again, eluding the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, Mixon. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. 42 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And this heads straight to the sideline. I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, they won't. Here comes the flag. They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. Here we go. This is 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And, boy, possession here turns over with a football already being in the red zone. That is caught inside the 5. And the Jags are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Derrick Henry with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Jaguars are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And no doubt this is not the way that they had hoped to open their season. Thoroughly outplayed here in front of the national audience. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. A leap, and he's got it. He got it. A huge play there for Houston. 53 yards. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. And his pass incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
This one into the hands of Burton. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Flush to his right. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on 1st down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
Here's 2nd and 8. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. And since the penalty occurred in the end zone, move the ball to the 1-yard line.
1st and goal from the 1-yard line. Costly penalty.
So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty. 1st and goal. Mixon is into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Extra point right down the middle, and the lead will be cut down to 14. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. Little clock management 101.
A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.